Hey, stop for a moment and picture this. You press play and it's not just sound, it's presence. A moment where audio doesn't just fill the room but actually pulls you into what you're watching or listening to. That's what the Arc Ultra does from the first time you sit down with it. Before anything else, take a breath and check the current price and availability. Soundbars this immersive with real Dolby Atmos and full surround staging don't stay at steady pricing forever, and you don't want to come back later wishing you'd pulled the trigger when the numbers were better. This is for the kind of person who feels audio instead of just hearing it. You're the one who's watched a scene and thought the picture is stunning, but the sound just isn't matching it. You've noticed when footsteps don't have direction, when dialogue floats without weight, or when music feels flat instead of dimensional. You knew it was time to upgrade the moment your system started sounding like a barrier instead of part of the experience. Once you feel what true 9.1.4 immersive sound does, everything weaker starts to sound like a compromise you don't have to live with anymore. The first time you power this up, it's not louder, it's real. Sound moves around you, above you, and with clarity you didn't even realize you were missing. Dialogue stays anchored and articulate. Atmos effects don't just play, they happen, making you feel like you're not just watching scenes, you're in them. Music comes alive with layers you haven't noticed before because until now, your speakers were flattening the sound instead of revealing it. Imagine this, a movie where the rain actually feels like it's falling above you, where an explosion doesn't just echo, it resonates around you. Picture your favorite tracks with richness and depth you didn't know was there, harmonies and effects that finally have space to breathe. Think about a moment where gaming doesn't just sound loud, it feels precise and directional, with cues that actually guide your awareness. That's the shift from tolerating sound to truly experiencing it. While you're thinking about it, take another look at that price. Don't let stock swings or fleeting deals talk you out of something that genuinely elevates how you watch, play, and listen. If a thought creeps in like, is this just hype? Here's the twist, it stops being hype the moment you hear how balanced and immersive the sound field feels. You don't chase loud, you settle into clarity and depth. One surprise benefit? With voice control built in, you don't just listen, you interact. You manage playback, control assistance, and focus on the moment without fiddling with remotes or menus. Owning this feels different. You notice it the moment the first scene unfolds and sound doesn't just come at you, it surrounds you. You feel it when directionality puts effects above and beside you instead of just beneath. You realize this is gear built for someone who recognizes quality the moment they hear it. Sound feels dimensional, not flat. Dialogue feels grounded and clear. Effects feel placed, not smeared. Music feels full and layered. It feels like audio you're genuinely glad you have. It's larger than tiny tabletop speakers. It thrives when paired with a thoughtful room setup. At some point you stop comparing lesser options. Every time you consider something less capable, your mind ends up right back here, because deep down you already know what you really want. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and regret later. If you're ready to stop settling for disconnected, one-dimensional sound and actually feel every moment of your movies, games, and playlists, check the current pricing, lock it in, and make the move. This is the sound system that matches how seriously you listen.